Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how to apply rate limiting to a nestjs application. So let's get started. So as usual, to create the nestjs application I will be using npx at the rate nestjs slash cli at the rate latest, and here you can give your give whatever name you feel like for your app. I'll just give it as my app. I'll click on enter. Next it will ask us to select a package manager. I will just select npm and it will create the project for us. So let it do the installation of node modules. In the meantime I will just open the project in VS Code. If you want, you can go through this documentation as well. So the documentation is pretty good. So first what we need to do is we just need to copy this particular dependency. So this throttler dependency which helps us in rate limiting. If you don't know what rate limiting is, so suppose it is basically used to protect our application from users or basically from hackers who constantly hit our API endpoints. So suppose uh, I have a get API endpoint and I want any particular user to only hit that particular API endpoint like 2 times in 10 seconds. So you can specify the number of times as well as the number of seconds or whatever time you want to set a rate limiting. So that's what basically a rate limiting is. I don't want to go into too detail. But here you can see our application is created. Now I will just cd to my app and I'll install this particular dependency. So that this will create the dependency for us. Now I won't create any API endpoint. If you go to src, if you go to app.controller.ts, here you can see we already have one API endpoint called get hello. And once you start your server, if you just hit localhost colon 3000, this particular API endpoint will get a hit. So I don't want to waste time creating another API endpoint. So yeah, I'll just, with the help of this API endpoint which is present by default, I'll show you guys the output. So first you will have to go to app.module.ts, and here inside the imports array, what we will need to do is we have to import the throttle module. So throttler module, sorry, throttler module. Okay, so make sure you import it from nestjs throttler over here. Then we have to write dot for root. Then here make sure you add this round brackets, then make sure you add this square brackets, and then you should also add this curly brackets, so 3 brackets. Then here we have to specify the TTL. Now the TTL is in milliseconds, so not in seconds. Previously it used to be in seconds, but I think from nestjs 10 and level they have made it in milliseconds. I'm using nestjs level, so I will just change it to, I mean, something like 15 seconds. Okay, so this is like 15,000 milliseconds, and limit I will just set not 100, I'll set it to 2. Okay, so this is 15 seconds. Okay, so then we have to go to our providers. After app service, just add a comma, and here add again a curly brace, and here you will have to add this provide tag. Here you have to add this app underscore guard, and again I have imported this app underscore guard from nestjs core. And here you, inside use class, you just have to use this throttler guard. Again we need to import this, so I'll just add this from nestjs throttler. Now we can just run our application. So npm run start colon dev. So now you can just go to localhost colon 3000. So let's just wait for our server to start. So here you can see in 15 seconds I can just call this API endpoint only 2 times. Now given that we have applied this globally, so this will get applied to all the API endpoints, whatever you create inside your application, like get, post, whatever it could be. So here you can see our application. So here I am on Postman, and if I try to hit this localhost colon 3000, here you can see hello world. I'll hit it again, hello world. I'll hit it again, and here you can see I'm getting this throttle exception, too many requests. Now I need to wait for 15 seconds. So if I keep hitting it, I'll keep seeing this until 15 seconds passes. So let's just wait for 15 seconds. I think it should be done by now. Okay, and here you can see hello world. If I again press it again, here you can see after I think was it 2 time or 3 time, yeah, 2 time, I'm getting this throttle exception. So yeah, that's it. Now what if I don't want I suppose this API endpoint, I don't want this throttle rate limiting to applied for this particular API endpoint. So in that case, what you can do, you can use this skip throttle as well. So something like this. Make sure you import script skip throttle from nestjs throttler. Now if I try to, again my server is running, so it automatically reloaded. Now if I try to hit this API endpoint any number of times, it will keep working. Here you can see I'm not getting this error, I'm continuing to hit it. So hopefully you got the point. So you can skip throttling for a particular API as well. Also, what if I want to change the throttle for this particular API endpoint little bit different as compared to the global one? So in that case, again you can do this throttle. Okay, again make sure you import it from nestjs throttler. Now the syntax is little bit awkward. So first you have to add this round braces, then curly braces, curly bracket, whatever you call it, and then you have to add this default. Okay, then again add this colon, curly brace, then you have to specify the limit. Maybe I'll keep it as 1, and I will set the time to live as 5 seconds. Okay, so something like this. Now within 5 seconds I can only hit it once. Here you can see I'm getting this. Now I'll have to wait for 5 seconds. I'm constantly hitting this, and here you can see I was able to got it, but again I have to wait for 5 seconds till I can hit it again. I think I can hit it again. Yeah, here you can see hello world. If I hit it again I get this. So hopefully you got the point. I'll just comment this out. So yeah, this is how you apply rate limiting inside nestjs. Thank you for watching. Bye.